Y'all, I'm just giving my 2 cents on the 2 New York police officers who raped the 18-year-old back in September. If you didn't know, it was an 18-year-old by the name of Anna Chambers. If you see me looking down, just looking away. The 18-year-old was Anna Chambers, and it was 2 of her male friends, and they were at a beach bath or a bath beach or something like that. And the officers, what are their names? Eddie Martins and Richard Hall. Well, anyway, they rolled up on them and everything. And I don't know what made them decide to search Anna Chambers' car or whatever, except that they were young. She's 18, so I can only imagine that the young dudes that were with her were also 18 or maybe 19 or whatever. But anyway, the 2 officers searched the car, and when they searched the car, they found that the girl had 2 anxiety pills and some weed. And so what they did was, because she went ahead and admitted that the drugs was hers, she went ahead and, admitted to all that. And so they went ahead and arrested her and told her friends that, what they tell her that they told the friends where they were taking her and that she would be released after, I think, like 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours, and to not follow them, which that was suspect right then and there. So, I would have been like, because all of them had weed on them. If I'm not mistaken, they all had weed on them. As they pulled off from the young males, after telling them that they would be 2 to 3 hours of processing her and then releasing her for, the misdemeanor, they went ahead and drove to a certain point. And when driving to that certain point, they asked Anna Chambers, what do you want to do to, what do you want to get out of this arrest or something like that? Because basically, we're freaks. And so basically they start bribing her, if you don't want to get locked up and everything, then what do you want to do? What do you want to get out of this and everything? And her being 18 and everything, well, she said they basically forced her to give them head while one was driving. She was giving one head with handcuffs on, and then one stopped, and then they switched up, and then one ended up eventually raping her. Now, one of the officers has wife and kids, which is trifling and which is nasty. But they went ahead and, raped her mouth and did whatever things they did to her and everything. And then they went ahead and released her. And around about 45 minutes later, see, it didn't even take 2 to 3 hours. Around about 45 minutes later, the friends ended up finding her, and she ended up telling the friends what happened. They drove her back home, and then they ended up taking her to the hospital and everything. That's when they did a rape kit, and they found out that she had their DNA on them. Now, when the girl, decided to tell, the 2 police officers are talking about they're not guilty because it was consensual sex. What I don't understand is, how can it be consensual sex and she was still handcuffed? So that's not consensual. Not only that, it was 2 anxiety pills and a little bit of weed. If it was me, I ain't doing shit to get out of this arrest. Take me to jail. I'll be out in a couple of hours. I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, but we ain't running that type of party. So no, at 18, no, I was not having that type of bullshit. But anyway, so they go ahead and, once the girl told and everything, they're saying that they're not guilty and everything. It was consensual. Well, it couldn't have been consensual because she was handcuffed, and she went and she started blabbing it all over social media, and they're trying to discredit her, saying that she dresses provocative, so there's no way that the 2 officers could have raped her. And to me, she's an attractive young lady, and when they saw these young kids, 2 males and 1 female, they had it all planned out what they were going to do, because like they said, they were freaks. So they went ahead and raped her and everything, and she went ahead and started blabbing about it all on social media and everything, rightfully so, because I would have been pissed off. You lock me up and then you take my pussy, and you know what? And then it was like, it's all about money and everything, because she filed a $50 million lawsuit. And if I was her, I would have filed a $50 million lawsuit too, because first of all, you would take my pussy and not pay anything? No. So yeah, rightfully so, I would have been suing too. I mean, they were saying that she was bragging about how she's gonna get this money on social media or anything. And to me, I feel like if they didn't want to be put in a situation like that, trying to say it's extortion, whenever dudes get caught up with their dick and shit, they always want to say it's extortion. Look at Bobby V, look at Kevin Hart. All of them want to talk about it's extortion or anything. No, it's not extortion. You just nasty. You're nasty and you want to get your dick wet in everything that you see. It is what it is or anything. So I feel like they, they are guilty, and that's why they got found guilty and they're being indicted. But I think they're still getting special privilege because they haven't even been sent to jail yet. If it was a regular civilian, they would have been, as soon as they said, you guys, you've been sentenced to such and such, they would have been in jail and everything, but they're not in jail yet. But they're saying that the 18-year-old is not depressed and all this other stuff, and no one knows. So what? She, dressed provocative, or she wear two pieces, or this, that, and the third. No one knows whether she's really depressed or not. She could be depressed, and that's why she's acting out like that. But the bottom line is, they had no business taking that pussy. If they would have took that pussy, then they wouldn't be in a situation like this. And it's just all around nasty. It's females out here selling pussy, and you would take an 18-year-old's pussy? I just think that's just downright trifling. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on the deal. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this on up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget that notification bell. And to all of our subscribers, thank you for rocking with us. And to the new subscribers, thank you for going ahead and linking up with us. And on that note, deuces.